Livestock owners in Louisville are voicing concerns about a change to a city ordinance.
It would impact animals on their property. Jamie Mays went to a town hall on the issue tonight. And Jamie, what is their message?
Rick, Vicky, livestock owners we heard from tonight say these new rules should not have been approved by Metro Council. Tensions started last year after Metro Council approved an ordinance regarding microchipping, but included were some space requirements for animals. Livestock owners are speaking up about a change to city rules that affects animals like horses, ponies, goats, and sheep on their land.
I just don't think that it's appropriate. I don't think that it should be enforced. I think it should be removed.
In October, Metro Council approved an ordinance to update and strengthen requirements for microchipping pets. But there was also language added about space requirements for certain animals. A town hall at the South Central Regional Library on Thursday saw input from the community about what revisions should be made.
You can have a cow on a half an acre, but you can't have a mini horse or a pony there?
Brandon Feisner was there. He's the co-founder of Butterfly Valley Rescue and Sanctuary, which cares for animals with disabilities, injuries, or illnesses. He says it would be harmful if their animals had to be moved to another, bigger plot of land.
You are then forcing those animals to go to other places where, one, they may not receive the care that they need. Two, they're in a much larger area, so you're looking at the possibility of how are they being protected from predators.
Previous language had exempted these animals from minimum land requirements, leaving some people to wonder who made the change and why.
I think it is important to understand how it got in there because that's kind of scary when it comes to other laws.
Councilwoman Jennifer Chappell was one of the sponsors of the ordinance. She says she's not sure who added the language. And while there are still unanswered questions, her focus right now is hearing from those who could be impacted and making needed changes.
I think that if we were changing these laws in the first place, that these meetings should have happened. I don't think it's traditional to change the law and then ask for input. So we're doing things a little bit backwards, but I'm just doing my best to make it right.
And Chappell says LMAS is not issuing any citations and is waiting on council to determine language for the new law. She says she took notes and will take them to the county attorney, develop a draft, and work with livestock owners to ensure the language is correct. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Jamie Mays, WLKY News.